Hello, good day everyone. I'm Junalyn Kayadong. Today, I'm going to discuss about the Spanish colonial administration or the government structure. Now, Spain reigned over the Philippines for 330 years from 1565 to 1898. Since Spain was too far from the country, the Spanish king ruled the islands through the Viceroy of Mexico, which was then another Spanish colony. From King of Spain to Viceroy of Mexico to the Philippines. Now, this is the government structure. King of Spain, the colonial government, there are two branches, which is the executive branch or the governor general. Then the second branch is the judicial branch, which is under the royal audiencia, residencia, lower courts, and governor general. Now, the colonial government, there are two different kinds of government. First is provincial government or alcaldía in Spanish. In Philippines, alcalde mayor. Now, in provincial government, there are two under of provincial government. First, the pueblos or towns, which is called the gobernador celius. Then, barrios or cabeza de barangay. This is the smallest unit of government, cabeza de barangay. Now, in city government, ayuntamiento or cabildo. Cabildo City Council, there are five: alcalde, regidors, alguacil, mayor, then escribando. Now, I will discuss later about the meaning and what is the meaning of that. Now, let's move on the political structure. Spain established a centralized colonial government in the Philippines that was composed of a national government and the local government that administered provinces, cities, towns, and municipalities. Now, in national government, their responsibilities is that they maintained peace and order. They also collected taxes, built schools, and other public works. Now, in the Governor General, this is the king's representatives and the highest ranking official in the Philippines. He had great powers. He had the power to appoint and dismiss public officials, except those personally chosen by the king. He was the commander-in-chief of the colonial armed forces. He was also the president of the royal audiencia, like the chief justice of the Supreme Court today. There were 115 Spanish governor-generals in our country. The first one was Miguel de Legazpi in 1565 to 1572. And the last was Diego de los Rios in 1898. Now, the Governor-General and the other government officials had so much power that it was commonly abused. To investigate the abuses, there were three bodies created. First, the Residencia. Then second, the Visita. And the third is the Royal Audiencia. Now, let's move on to the Residencia. The Residencia, this was a special judicial court that investigates the performance of a governor-general who was about to be replaced. The Residencia, of which incoming governor-general was usually member, submitted a report of its findings to the king. This is now their responsibilities. Now, let's move on to the Visita. The Council of the Indies in Spain sent a government official called the Visitador General to observe conditions in the colony. Now, which is the Visita is their responsibilities is that to observe conditions in the colony. The Visitador General reported his findings directly to the king. Now, the Royal Audiencia. The Royal Audiencia is This is the highest court in the land during the Spanish times. They served as an advisory body to the Governor General. Had a time to check and report on his abuses. The Audiencia also audited the expenditures and the colonial government. Sent a yearly report to Spain